The areas that are likely to be of interest to the FDI community are, number one, the Minister's reaffirmation of our commitment to the 12.5% corporate tax rate. Another area likely to be of interest to the FDI community is the Minister's commitment to extend the SARP regime, which is the Special Assignee Relief Programme, to 2020. The Minister introduced a small change to the foreign earnings deduction, reducing the number of days required to qualify for the relief from 40 to 30. Seamus Coffey, independent economist, will be asked to do a review of Ireland's corporation tax code, and he will report back to the Minister in the second quarter of 2017. The purpose of that review is to review our corporation tax code to ensure that it meets with the requirements of a modern corporation tax regime. In particular, he'll be looking at the OECD, BEPS measures, and making sure that the Irish corporate tax regime is fit for purpose, but also remains competitive. There are two other matters that are likely to be of relevance to the foreign direct investment community. The first is the Minister noted in his paper on the international tax regime reference to a review that has recently been undertaken of our R&D tax credit regime. And that review makes it very, very clear that Ireland's R&D tax credit of 25% is both beneficial to Ireland Inc. and the companies who avail of it, but it also is a research and development tax credit that remains best in class. The final area that companies will have been looking out for in today's budget was any references to the knowledge development box and any improvements that might be made to that. The knowledge development box was introduced in January 2016. Today, the Minister has announced that the Minister for Jobs, Enterprise and Innovation will bring forward some proposals to the KDB regime which will be suitable for small companies. I think the FDI community will be happy with some of the expenditure measures introduced by the Minister today. Specifically, I think they'll be encouraged by the additional resources that will be provided to both Enterprise Ireland and IDA Ireland to help them to exploit the challenges and opportunities that exist out there today. But the other area that I think they'll be particularly happy with is the commitment to increase the budget to third and higher level education. And I think that's really, really important for the FDI community.